welcome back, and Bakugo is here. It's been a while since I've had him on the channel, which is a shame because he is, you know, balls to the wall, my favorite character to play in this game. So, you know, it's overdue. But I am a big Bakugo fan. He is one of my favorite characters in the show, arguably my favorite character in the show. Favorite character in the game from the show, for sure. Yeah, big Bakugo fan, so, you know, always fun to play as him. I wish he was a bit stronger, but you guys have heard me talk about this probably way too many times at this point, so I won't go into it before you guys go, oh, not this again. We get it. You don't like how Bakugo currently is. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to go into it all over again. I go into it enough, so I'll spare you guys the pain. But I just want to... I'm joking. I'm not going to go into it. But, yeah, this is a very fun character for me. I love the way he plays. Obviously, you know, he doesn't have that former glory of Season 1, which, in my opinion, was too much anyway. I do agree with you guys from that point way back. He was way too strong in Season 1. But, you know, I felt like Season 2 Bakugo was, you know, a very fair place for him to be. And hopefully we'll get back there someday. We'll meet again someday soon. Season 2 Bakugo. Me, you, and every other good thing on this planet that was taken from us. Moving on. Should we do a quick My Hero Academia Milf Tier List? Why not? I haven't got anything else better to talk about right now. So you guys can just watch me do Bakugo stuff on this recording while I talk utter nonsense. Alright, let's go with we'll start off with like the mothers that are like memorable. Let's start off with Deku's mother. Current Deku's mother, I'm gonna have to like stick at like D for me, because it's just not what I'm looking for right now. I'm talking about this like this is you know, like a possible winner could happen and I'm going to go on a date with that person. No, just a hypothetical. Yeah, yeah, Deku's mum currently, that doesn't really do it for me. But young Deku's mother, you know, when she was in her prime, I'm gonna go ahead and put that at like maybe B tier for me. High B for me. High B. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Whoa, look at what, did you see that? Look at how many of those derby projectiles were flying around the place from like 2 separate derbies. Whoa, that was epic. And I actually dodged like all of them except one. I actually like maneuvered through all of them except one. Alright, we'll go Todoroki's mother. Okay. I flick around with this one. Sometimes I look at her and I'm like, yeah, easy A. And then other times I'm like, she looks a bit haggard. I think that's the word. She's you can tell she's been stressed out. You know, it's taking a toll on her. But yeah, I flip between A and B for her as far as like the MILF ratings go. I don't know. I'm gonna go high B again. I'm gonna go high B with it not being A, just because I'm not sure if I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night with boiling hot water thrown on my face. You know, that takes a point away for me. Some women, their craziness makes them more attractive, and others a little bit less. You know? They say, don't stick your dick in crazy. I say, stick it in it if it's hot enough. And you're willing to take on whatever consequences may come. You know? Like I said, it's a game of management when it comes to things like that. It's a game of management. Okay. Bakugo's mother. I'm gonna have to go A. I'm gonna have to go A rank here. Bakugo's, and I'm not just saying that because I'm like, hey Bakugo, you know, you're my favorite, so your mum's my favorite too. No, it doesn't work like that. But what I will say is, and I'm sure many of you would agree, there is something to that woman. There is something to that woman. Miss Katsuki does have a good appeal, a good amount of appeal to her, for sure. For absolutely 100%. So for me, I'm going to put her in A, you know. I think that is a very, very appealing woman. Get this awful one in his prison rags, hanging out underneath the rooftop here. Looking like some kind of escaped serial killer. Yeah, you never want to try that gamma pulling when you have low health, because someone's just going to finish you off while you're in the middle of doing it. Alright, where was I? Okay, I feel like that's like, those are the mothers that I remember. I know there are other student mothers that are around. It makes it sound like I'm talking about teenage mothers when I said that. But, you know, the students' mothers. But, you know, like Ochakos and Jiros. But I feel like they're very rarely there. You don't see them that much. And I don't even remember what they look like. So, again, I'm just going by the ones that I remember what they look like. So we got those three. So we went BBA. Again, not mothers, but we can move into that territory now. Lady Nagant. Oh, God. Such a nice one, Lady Nagant. Isn't she something? Isn't she something? Comment section. Isn't she something? I'm gonna have to go with A rank. By the way, I'm not putting S in because I feel like S is just gonna complicate things for me. So we're going on like A, B, C, D, pretty much. So just A, B, C, D. Otherwise, S just makes it complicated. So I'm gonna go with Lady Nagant at A tier as well, A rank. Love that one. Definitely easiest decision of the day. Just, you know, the outfit, the hair, the check, just the personality, just everything about her. You know, big W for me. Big W. Alright, who else we got? Mirko. This is a big fan favorite. I know a lot of you guys are down bad for Mirko. And when I say down bad, I'm like underselling it. You guys are filthy for this rabbit. You guys are tapping your foot like your Thumper from Bambi for this rabbit. I know you guys are into this character. I see so many of you go crazy for Mirko. Where am I going to put her, though? It's tough. I'm floating between, like, A and B right now. I'm floating between A and B right now. Ugh, it's hard. It's going to be B for me. It's going to be B. It's going to be B. And I know some of you are going to get onto me about that, but hey, it leaves more for you, right? Less competition for you. You haven't got to worry about me anymore. So think of it in a good way. Alright, so Mirko is at B for me. Again, on a scale of A, B, C, and D. So it's not like, you know, she's getting undervalued here. She's near the top. Oh, Midnight. Ugh, Midnight. Midnight. No, that noise wasn't me trying to say what I'd like to do to a certain part of her body. No, not at all. You guys are terrible for that. You know that? Oh gosh, come on. Be reasonable. Be reasonable, viewer. Be reasonable. With that said, I'm gonna go. Oh, it's tough. You know what? I think objectively she's very hot. But for me, I just prefer others. So I'm gonna put Midnight in B. And on that note, because it's kind of like a rival thing on them in the show when we've seen it a few times. Look at that, beautiful. I'm gonna then just like skate right into putting Mount Lady in A. So Midnight B, Mount Lady A. in the MILF tier list. Again, I know I'm starting to move away from mothers now, but, you know, we're just going into that, you know, older lady territory. Adult woman, I guess I should say. Adult. Before people start asking me, you said older ladies, where's recovery girl? Listen, behave yourself, okay? Behave yourself. Kendos feel invincible when they're standing there like that with their shield, when there's nothing behind them. They feel like they can take on the world. They feel like they can take on the world. Like, yeah, try and get through this. Okay. 8 KOs, 2 assists so far. Look at that Kendo starting to realize her vulnerability. Am I missing anybody out though? Got him out, lady. I have a weak spot for blondes in general, so that was always going to be an A tier for me. What else? Who else, rather? You know that there's that teacher with the green hair. She makes jokes. I think that, you know, I'll put her a B. I think she's quite, in her own very funky way. I think she's pretty hot. Put her in B. By the way, like B is definitely hot. By the way, B is definitely hot. Just in case, there's some people who will think anything that is an A means I don't think they're attractive. That's wrong. B, I would definitely make a living with. Let me put it that way. B, I would definitely make a living with. Don't worry. This is just making sure A is tip top for me. So yeah, we'll put the, I can't remember her name, but you know, just the clown teacher pro hero. In the MILF tier list. Okay, who else? By the way, if you ladies in the chat want to do a DILF tier list, you're fine by me to do that. Any women that watch the channel, feel free to put in a DILF tier list. We like to work both ways here, you know. Nothing wrong with women appreciating men all the same, just like men appreciate women. It's a showing of love, appreciation, and you know, just general insert word that makes this whole thing sound better. So yeah, you know, feel free, ladies, to jump in. I'm more than happy to see what you guys think about on the male side of things. I think that's pretty much it for all of the ladies I can think of in My Hero Academia that just come to the top of my head when I think about this kind of stuff. Not that I think about this kind of stuff often, but when I do, these are the ones that come to mind. What's her name? Is it Nana Shimura? I could be wrong on that, but you know, All Might's mentor. Something about her, man. I think she's got to go in A for me as well. Something about that woman, you know. Something about her is just right up there. She's like Deku's mother, but just, you know, with stats to the max. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? She's like Deku's mom with stats to the max. That's the only way I can put it. I think that really is it now. I think that really is it. Nothing that's coming to the rest of my mind right now. Oh, if she's included, I don't know if she's included, but Selkie, no, Sirius. Selkie's the seal. Sirius is the blue-haired sidekick to him. She's in one of the loading screens these days now as well. She goes in S. Sorry. Whoa. she goes in A. I mean, she goes in A for me as well. So there you have it. There's the My Hero Academia MILF tier list. Let me know in the comments about some of your options and where they go. Don't have to do all of them. Just whatever stands out to you. And while we just had a crazy strike performance, now we're going for a fun, rapid game for you guys to also enjoy. This one's from a while back, and you'll see like what I mean by that soon. But it was a fun game, so I didn't want to get rid of it entirely. I feel like if the match is fun to watch and it's a good time, it doesn't matter if it was, you know, this season, another season, whatever. Because I think, you know, the general goal is to watch fun matches, right? Okay, oh my goodness, that Todoroki was throwing flames in my face like he was screaming, F you! You know? What did I do to that guy to deserve that? I'll never know. I'll never know. When you play Rapid Bakugo, you really do feel like you can go anywhere, do anything, to a degree. Like his beta is really nice for movement, but you can't like go a certain height with it when you want to. So it's good, but you have to make sure that you don't overestimate what it can do for you. Damn, he came through that door like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He just came in and booted it down. He's like, I don't care about your alpha, really. You know, I'm here to do some Jason Statham spin kicks. Isn't it sad how we don't really have those action movie stars anymore the way we used to? Do you guys remember back in the day, you would have movies from Arnold, Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, you know, Jason Statham. Like, I know some of these guys are still doing it, but like not quite to the same level anymore, a lot of them. Like Jason Statham is still doing it, but you know, he's like one of the few left. You know, when Jason Statham stops, I don't even know, there's not really much left of those kind of guys anymore. But yeah, you know, he had Dolph Lundgren as well. I know there's more, but it's just not coming to me right now. But you know, those people who would do, you know, those martial artsy, shoot 'em uppy movies all the time, and they would be big hits. You know, they would be really, really loved movies. Like some of the most iconic movies of all times, you know, are movies from Arnold, movies from Stallone, movies from Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know, things like that. But those kind of actors, they're just not there anymore. Like every actor kind of does a bit of everything. Even the actors who can do fight movies, they also do lots of other stuff more so anyway. So yeah, it's kind of like death. It's been like this way for a while now, by the way. It's not as if I just realized it today. It just came to my mind. You know, the death of the action star. Back in those days when, you know, you would have those guys making action movies and they would always do well and they would always be fun. Even if they were crap, they would still be like fun in their own way. Wesley Snipes, another guy, Wesley Snipes. Yeah, so you had like all of these people. But now you just don't really have action stars anymore. You just have actors that can do action. You know, like Chris Hemsworth can do action, but he's not a Stallone. He's not an Arnold. He's not a Statham. You know, he's not really like that at all. Because he does other kind of movies as well. It's just not the same. Saying that though, he's quite close. I will give him that. He is quite close to that. Like, who's another one? I mean, Tom Cruise, I guess, in a way, kind of fits that. But again, I wouldn't necessarily like put him in the same category as like a Statham. Or is it Jet? Oh, that's another one. Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen. Like these kind of martial arts movies, shoot 'em up movies. You know, and again, it's not to say that they haven't done other films, but you know what I mean. These are born and bred, bona fide action stars. Miss those kind of actors coming through, miss the kind of movies. And I don't know if it's just a case of those movies not really doing the same kind of success anymore, if it's just a case of those actors not really filling the same kind of role anymore. Because there are people out there like Scott Adkins, who's an amazing, you know, guy, action star, but he's never hit the same heights as those guys. He never got that big, unfortunately. So there are guys out there that are still doing it, but just not a lot of people watch those movies anymore. Again, I can't tell if it's just a star factor thing or just people don't really want to check out those movies anymore. Bullet Train was a really fun movie. I don't know if any of you guys see that, Bullet Train. Like, that was fun. But again, that's Brad Pitt, but you wouldn't call him, you know, like an action star, because he just does everything, but he just so happened to be in an action movie for that one. Yeah, I feel like you guys know it. You guys know this, the specificness of what I'm talking about compared to big actors who can do action movies. I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, those were good times, man. Kuratoge. Poor Cementos. Come back to us. Come back to us, child. If I see any of you put Cementos high in your DILF tier list, oh man. Probably just gonna block all your comments in the future. probably just gonna block that shit. I'm like, that person's crazy. Don't need them typing in my comment section. If you were alive in the My Hero Academia world, would you entertain the idea of having a relationship with a character, or a person, I guess? If you're in that world, it becomes a person to you. Would you entertain the idea of a relationship with a person who has those animal features, or people like Cementos who don't look human whatsoever? What would be your what would be your cutoff point? Like, where would you draw the line? Where would you draw the line? I think I would draw the line at like minor features. Like, if a woman was attractive to me and she had, you know, like cat ears or dog ears or bunny ears or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, I can swing that. That's not a problem at all. But if they had the face of a cat, I'm like, okay, this is too much. You've went past the line. The line was here. You front flipped over it, you know? And again, same for, I guess, like women with some... Honestly, I don't think there's anything that can make a Cementos-esque person look viable to me. But, you know, just things of that nature, I guess, is the way I kind of put it. Like, not exactly animalistic, but, you know, fucking not normal. Fucking not normal either. I think that would be a lot harder to swing for me. Because you see some characters in the My Hero world, like their head is like a spray bottle. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? And first of all, who the hell fucked you? For you, or fucked you, whoever it was that gave you that head, to curse you with the same thing. Like, what is happening there? Who looked at someone else with a spray bottle head and said, I want to get inside of that? You know, what is going on in this My Hero Academia world for sexual attraction sometimes? But you guys know what I'm saying. Where would your cutoff point be when it comes to the people who aren't necessarily human looking or 100% human? Again, I think my cutoff point, they have like cat ears or, you know, cat eyes or something like that. I'm like, okay, well, this is fine. I can work with this. But again, if it's like, hey, I have the face of a dog, no, you've gone too far. I'm not a furry. Shout out to the furries, but I'm not one. So that'd be too much ground to cover for me. Too much ground to cover for me. But yeah, I'd like to know, where would your line be where you wouldn't go past that? Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but there's not, well, Rapid Bakugo players I'm talking to here. I don't know about you guys, but downing someone with that beta feels way more satisfying than downing them with anything else. I don't know what it is. It's just something about carpet bombing someone overhead like that and then seeing the down is something about that is special. Watch this. Pow! Look at that. He stopped my quirk in midair. And I was like, yeah, you think that saves you? You think that stops me? I was like, no, champ. Bang. Still got 2 working legs, and you just felt one of them. So yeah, that was a pretty fun match. So yeah, I wanted to show you that, guys. And you know, as I said, this was an older game, as you can tell by the mountain. The mountain is not the mountain as you currently know it. But you know, fun games are always worth a view, no matter where they came from. So yeah, there you have it. That's the second game. Thank you guys for checking that one out. Will I put another one after? We'll find out. Either this video ends, or it continues.
足引っ張んねえ。
攻撃してきやがった。おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
止めてみる。あばよ青面。
エリア変動30秒前。繰り返す。
レベルアップ
変動30秒前。
それこ
アイテムを発見。アイテムを発見。
おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
れよえ進んな。
敵の攻撃だ。周り見ろ。
上等だ。心んだな。
それいただける？
グレーレベ
心配すんな。全員セーフで。ありがとう。これでいいか。
警戒態勢で臨まなきゃ。
アイテムだ。いただいちまおうぜ。
これよしレベルアップだ。
気をつけて。敵がいる。
レベルアップだ。
一人5体以上願ったよ。
調子乗んな。
変動は30秒前。ここからさらにパートが激化していくこと間違いなし
ま
だ。
だまだやっ足こいつだ。
敵に攻撃された。気をつけて。
よっと見えてろ。一点集中だ。せっ
おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。ほらエンターテイナーでね。悪い癖さ。一人5体以上願ったよ。
気をつけて。敵がいる。
回復アイテムが足りないんでね。分けてくれよ。
僕はこっちに向かいます。
上等だ。僕からでもかかってこい。
エリアが動くまであと30秒。
どこ見てんだ。まだまだドライ
敵を撃破。
圧倒的だ。よし弱えな。痛えぞ。三下が貫け。ドライ圧倒的だ。
みんなセーフエリアに入っているよ。
邪魔だ。
レベルアップだ。
こんなものか。
負ける気がし
おっ
ね
といけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
ここで
どっからでもかかってこい。まだまだ一点集だと
でも
食らっとけ。
一人5体以上願ったよ。
よっ負ける気がしねえ。
おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
ここからさらにパートが激化していくこと間違いなしだ。
おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
了解。
一人5体以上願った。おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
避けてみろ。終わりだ。容赦すりゃ加速だ。
お見事お見事。大したもんだ
レベ
ね。
ルアップだ。圧倒的だ。
おっといけねえ。敵さん待って。おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
30
一人5体以上願ったよ。
全員自分の位置を確認しとけよ。
半端ねえぜ。
おっといけねえ。
了解。
敵さん待ってるぜ。
それあらよっと全力だ。危ねえぜ。どこ見てんだ。ぶっ殺す。おい、セーフエリアに入ってねえやついんぞ。容赦しねえ。
一人5体以上願ったよ。
全力だ。
親子折り返し
最速だ。許さない。食らっとけ。勝つまで。どこ見てんだ。よし、圧倒的だ。どけ。マジかよ。いっこれが。よし、
回復アイテムが足りないんでね、分けてくれよ。
調子乗んな。半端ねえぜ。勝つまで。最速だ。本当によかった。
グズグズしてたら殺されちまうかもな。エリア変動完了だ。セーフエリアにいないやつは急げ。
食らっとけ。頑張れよ。痛えぞ。
一人5体以上願ったよ。
避けてみろ。
気をつけて、敵がいる。
手が痛え。半端ねえぜ。食らいやがれ。最速だ。あばよ、使いすぎたか。これえって勝つまで。見えてろ。
あと
おっ
30秒
といけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
容赦しねえ。避けてみろ。終わりだ。全力だ。
敵を撃破。
一人5体以上願ったよ。
あばよ、使いすぎたか。ぶっ殺
敵を撃破。
す。これでもかかってこ
残り3チームまで来たぜ。
い。負ける気がしねえ。
しまった。
の木の緩みが
セーフエリアに入ってねえやつがいるぞ。
気をつけろよ。
気をつけて、
これでもか
敵がいる。
かってこ
ごめん、今のはなしで。
おっといけね
全
え。
力だ。
敵さん待ってるぜ。
ぶっ殺す。勝つまで。ええぜ。上等だ。
俺はここに移動するよ。
全力だ。
どこ見てんだ。
ぶっ殺す。よっと上等だ。
了解。
いっだと
回復アイテムが足りないんでね、分けてくれよ。
よし。圧倒的だ。
エリア変動完了。この報告はプレゼント。
おっといけねえ。敵さん待ってるぜ。
撃破。
回復だ。
はいはい。いやー、なんてね。こいつはジョークさ。おっといけねえ。敵さん
気をつけて、
待ってるぜ。
敵がいる。
半端ねえぜ。避けてみろ。
勝つまで。
負ける気がしねえ。
おっといけねえ。
敵を撃
敵
破。
さん待ってるぜ。
容赦しね
全員セーフエリアの外だ。早く行くと本当によかった。
え。レベルアップだ。よっ。効かねえ。圧倒的だ。最速だ。指名だ。合わせるか。死ねえ。
敵を撃破。
音だ。半端ねえぞ。 止めてみる。てよっ、
回数アイテムが不足している。
上等だ。よし、全力だ。最速だ。
一人5体以上願ったよ。
完了だ。まだセーフエリアにいないやつは急げ。
回復アイテムが足りないんでね、分けてくれ
警
よ。
戒態勢で臨まなきゃ。警戒態勢で臨まなきゃ。
ゲームセット。勝負勝負、お前らが一番だ。
やつ出てこいや。
これにて
僕も本気で取りに行く。